I now declare the 2014 commencement exercises of the National Hispanic University open. You all learn fast. Welcome to NHU's 2014 commencement ceremony. Today, we come together to recognize the achievements of our graduates in front of the entire NHU familia and community. I can't express how excited I am to be here with you today. I ask that you stand as Mitzvah Pili offers a special Aztec prayer to the four directions, invoking the spirits of our ancestors and certainly showing our appreciation for the journey of life and its many blessings. Please stand.
Welcome, NHU graduating class of 2014. Welcome to this rite of passage, known as your commencement ceremony. To the community of family, friends, loved ones, our faculty, staff, and board of directors, who have convened today in honor of our graduates. Thank you for the support you have provided to this community and the support you've given our graduates every step of the way. Please give yourselves a heartfelt, warm round of applause. Please also take a moment to give a warm applause to Guadalupe Cruz, the widow of Dr. Roberto Cruz, and the co-founder of the National Hispanic University. My name is Dr. Grad. It is my honor and privilege to be here on behalf of the National Hispanic University as your president and provost today. In recognition of the special rite of passage we are here to witness as our graduates are bestowed with a college degree. Rites of passage are symbolized by certain practices or rituals shared by a community. From an academic perspective, the graduation march, the regalia you're all wearing today, the presentation of the graduates and the bestowing of the diplomas are part of the academic rite of passage, of the celebration of a moment of transformation and change that each one of you graduates is going through. You see, in academia, education is all about transformation and change, and the honoring of communities supporting education. Now, NHU has a unique history of not only incorporating the academic rituals symbolizing this rite of passage, but also of incorporating into this special ceremony the rituals held sacred by our cultural ancestors. As you saw today, the Aztec dancing cleared the space for all of us to step into this space honoring our graduates. The blessing of the six directions gave thanks and gratitude to the world around us that provides everything we need to live. The copal smoke that surrounded all of us ensured that the space we sit in today is cleared out of anything that does not support the light and love that we each bring here for our graduating class. So what rites of passage have you gone through in your lives? How meaningful were they to you? Chances are the rites of passage you recall had something to do with a party and maybe gifts. And I'm sure our graduates are very much looking forward to partying after this ceremony, and hopefully getting some small gifts in there as well. But for a moment, I want you to take in fully and acknowledge the rite of passage you are each experiencing today. This is an honor that we are each embracing, and in crossing this threshold, each one of you is joining a community of college-educated professionals. Graduates, welcome to your new community and welcome to your new life journey. As with every rite of passage, there is recognition of an ending that you are saying goodbye to and a new beginning that you are stepping into. So with commencement, what are you each saying goodbye to and letting go of? And what are you stepping into that is new? For some of you, you are saying goodbye to the limitations that generations of your family members faced in not being able to access a college education. You are saying hello to a new beginning as a first-generation college graduate. For others, you are saying goodbye to the limitations of job opportunities that required a higher education. And you are saying hello and stepping into new beginnings and new doors that will open for you now that you've got your college degree. For each example we have of what this rite of passage means to us, I invite each of you to intentionally acknowledge what you are saying goodbye to. And with that same intention, put out there what you are now ready to say hello to. So what do you want to carry with you as you pass through this rite of passage today? What thoughts, emotions, memories will you select to define your experiences at NHU as you begin to define yourself as a college-educated professional? With intention, select what will empower and inspire you as you reach for your next goal and aspiration. Choose what will enhance your sense of self. Stay mindful that what you choose to bring with you will contribute to the definition of who you are in this world. As a very wise man would often tell me, you are who you are because you choose to be that way. Yesterday, our graduates received a star from their guest with a wish their guest had for them as they start a new life chapter. As you go through this rite of passage today, graduates, I have one wish for each of you. My wish is that you may experience a good goodbye. The good goodbye. This is a phrase I came up with after facing the most painful goodbye in my life, the death of my mother. So what's involved in a good goodbye? The first step to a good goodbye requires acknowledgement and acceptance that you are in a space where the opportunity for goodbye is present. Now, this in itself is very hard to do. And I know that every single person here in this audience could think of times in their life where they didn't want to say goodbye. They weren't ready to say goodbye. And they might not have said goodbye to things that they needed to. By accepting that goodbye is here, however, you are freeing yourself up to choose how and what you will take with you to memorialize the experience in which you are now facing a goodbye moment. as you are no longer denying that goodbye is here. So what do you choose to bring with you as you go through this rite of passage today? And what are you ready to say goodbye to? Joy, sorrow, gratitude, hurt, anger, love? Whatever you choose to bring with you will become your personal story for what you are now having an opportunity to say goodbye to. That story will become part of what comprises you as a person, what defines you. Remember, you are who you are because you choose to be that way. Now, for those of you wondering who this wise person is that spoke these words, please take a moment to acknowledge him as he is here in the audience today. Please give a round of applause to Luis Atto, my father. So again, I ask you graduates, what do you choose to bring with you as you go through this rite of passage? With intention, select those thoughts, memories, experiences, hopes, and wishes from NHU that will enhance your sense of self and who you are in this world. Bring with you what you value the most. Bring with you what will make your life journey that much more enriched, more meaningful, and more sacred. Leave behind that which no longer serves you. Let go of that which will weigh you down. Say goodbye to that which was and will no longer be by your choosing. And in the process of saying goodbye, take a moment to honor what brought you to this moment in its entirety. That means the good, the bad, and the ugly. And lastly, as you integrate all that you are choosing to bring with you and leave behind, may you experience the good goodbye. I wish for each one of you here today a good goodbye from NHU. May you take with you those experiences that enriched you, that challenged you, and gave you room to grow. May you step into a new beginning and new life chapter with a story of your time here at the National Hispanic University that honors you, your experiences, your gratitude, and your wishes, and truly reflects you. To each one of you, I say good goodbye with all of my heart. Thank you. And now, it is a great honor that I introduce our commencement speaker, Kirk Nugent, who will deliver the keynote address. For more than a decade, Mr. Nugent has served as a catalyst for change, challenging preconceived notions of success and self-actualization. Born and raised in Kingston, Jamaica, he was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia at the age of 4 and not expected to live beyond the age of 13. At 15, Mr. Nugent migrated to America. Determined to forge his own path, he started studying nutrition and the correlation between diet and disease. He has not suffered a sickle cell crisis in over 2 decades. Mr. Nugent started public speaking and poetry venues, and you'll see why very soon. His keen understanding of social and political issues, combined with his signature brand of frenetic energy and infectious wit, earned him the title, the People's Poet. Today, he travels the world and continues to impact the lives of people through public speaking engagements and live appearances, as well as through his books, The Unpopular Truth and Answer the Call. Mr. Nugent celebrates his Jamaican heritage, taking inspiration from Jamaica's national motto, out of many, one people. His global perspective centers on the idea that no matter what or where we are in this world, the innate right to pursue our dreams unites us all. Please join me in giving a very warm welcome to Kirk Nugent.
Thank you, Dr. Adam. Thank you. I can see by the look in your face that you guys are thinking, oh my God, who's this good-looking black man they brought to speak to us this morning? And from my perspective, you can't see what I'm seeing, but I want you to see what I'm seeing because you guys are gorgeous. So do this before we start. Just with the most disdain that you can muster, turn to the person next to you and ask them, how dare you be so gorgeous? Just because a lot of times we don't realize how beautiful we are as human beings. We kind of miss that because we're going through our own thing. And today we're here to celebrate you. We're here to celebrate the commencement ceremony. And like Dr. Anderson, this is a rite of passage. And a lot of times in a rite of passage, they take, like an African tradition, they'll take the young man into the wilderness and teach him how to hunt. So what you're doing from graduating from here, you're learning how to hunt. But if you just sit there with the tools and do nothing, you'll starve to death. So I want to give you something that will take you to a next level today. And I remember when I was in the 3rd grade, and you guys might remember this, when the teacher said, what do you want to be when you grow up? Remember that? And everybody, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor. Now you have black kids and Hispanic kids saying, I want to be president because you have Obama enough, right? So we're dreaming bigger. We're dreaming bigger. However, when the teacher said, what do you want to be when you grow up? Here's what you never heard. You never heard anyone said, I know, I want to be on drugs. I want to be locked up. I want to be in prison. I want to be divorced 5 times. I want to have kids that don't speak to me at all. We never hear that, right? But we all know people who life isn't working for them, who they had great plans, and for some reason they got sidetracked. I'm just going to leave you with 2 things really quickly and we'll get out of here. But let me show you how we get here. If you can remember this, I promise you you'll always be successful. If you can remember what I'm about to tell you right now. When I was growing up, I loved boxing. Mike Tyson was the baddest man on the planet. I loved watching Mike fight. Because Mike would get in the ring and he would just knock somebody out in the first round. It was Iron Mike. But Mike was beyond a boxer to me. Mike was like one of the greatest philosophical minds of the 21st century. And I know people think this is so stupid. How can Mike Tyson be a philosophical mind? Because to me, Mike was so brilliant. I didn't even call the brother Mike Tyson. I called him Miguel Tyson. Because he was just brilliant. I want to show you how brilliant Mike Tyson is and was. So Mike was fighting Pinklon Thomas. And Mike knocked him out in the first round. And Larry Merchant was interviewing Mike Tyson on HBO. Larry Merchant said to Mike, okay, Mike, tell us what happened. And Mike said one of the most profound statements I heard in my life. Mike said, yeah, I'm Mike Tyson, that's what happened. I'm Mike Tyson, that's what happened. In other words, when I show up, things change. That's profound. But Larry Merchant couldn't see how profound that was, so Larry Merchant figured, oh, Mike is an idiot. Let me break the question down so we probably can get a little more juice out of Mike. So Larry Merchant put his arm around Mike and he said, well, Mike, let's look at the monitor. You're fighting Pinklon Thomas. Pinklon has a longer reach, a better jab, and he said he would keep that jab in your face for about 2 or 3 rounds. Afterwards, he would frustrate you, hit you with some body blows, and then he would drop you in about the 5th round. Mike, that didn't happen. Tell us what happened. Again, the most profound thing I've ever heard in my life. Mike looked at the monitor and Mike said, yeah, but everybody has a plan until they get hit. Everybody has a plan until they get hit. If you can remember that, I promise you, you'll be great. Everybody has a plan until they get hit. Let me show you how this resonates with your life. You just graduated. This is your commencement ceremony. You're graduating right now. But this is the beginning. And you have a goal. Whatever your goal is, you're going to go towards that goal. So let's just assume your goal is that speaker off to the right. Whatever it is, the wife and the 2-picket fence and the White House and the 2.5 kids, whatever your goal is, that's it. You got me? You're with me with that? That's the goal. Here's what happens with life. The minute you get out of school, now you're $30,000 or $40,000 in debt. The job that was supposed to be waiting for you isn't there anymore. You just took a hit. And then all of a sudden you get in a relationship, you're engaged, you took another hit. You get married, you took another hit. The gas price is going up, and you just keep taking hits. Most people, when they take a hit, the first thing that happens, they turn, because remember, that was the goal. They just took a hit, they turn, so now they're distracted. They're not looking at the goal anymore. They took another hit. The gas prices went up. The mortgage went up. The Republicans are in office. The Democrats. They keep taking hits. Now they're not only distracted, they're delayed. They keep taking hits. The kids are acting crazy. The prices are, and the gas going up, and the economy. They keep. They're distracted. They're delayed, and sooner or later they're denied. That's why 90% of Americans are still dependent on charity when they retire. 90%. You have to be able to take those hits and go, my God, that hurt, and keep looking at your direction. And as you keep taking the hits and you keep moving towards your goal, ladies and gentlemen, the hits become softer and softer, and now you get some more knowledge, so when someone comes to hit you, you could do the Matrix and just rock out of the way, because you see that nonsense coming before you even take the hit. You're prepared. But if you're not looking at it, if you're just distracted by what's going on, because there's so much nonsense out here to distract you. Every week there's something else in the news to scare the crap out of you. It's something to just make you terrified. And when you're terrified, you stay and you're paralyzed and you say, don't hit me anymore. And when you say don't hit me anymore, you're staying right here in your comfort zone, and nothing great happens in your comfort zone. Nothing great. Mediocrity is what happens in your comfort zone. So I'm telling you, this is not the end. You're going to take some hits. You're going to have some disappointments. You're going to have some discouragement. You're going to have some people who you thought were supposed to believe in you because they were a family member, and they're going to abandon you. But as you keep taking the hits and moving towards your dream, life starts to align with you. And you have strangers coming out of the woodwork say, oh my God, I like what you're doing, let me help you. That's how it works. So you have to be able to look bad for a little while in order to look good for the long term. That's all you need to remember. Be able to take those hits, because the storm will pass. It will get clearer. You'll get better. You'll get wiser. And you have to be able to forgive yourself. You have to be able to make mistakes. Don't be so hard on yourself. The 2 most powerful words on the planet are I am. Whatever you attach to I am, you become. So never let me hear you say, I'm so stupid, because now you become stupid. Always speak about yourself in a great way. Always. You know, my son, I have a little son, and that's what I teach him. I remember my son's coming through. He was riding his bike from school, and he opened the garage door, and I heard the garage opening. And I said, is that, his name is Javon. I said, is that Javon the Great? He said, none other. Because I teach him. And that's what you have to say to yourself. You have to see yourself as being great, even when everyone sees you as a failure. No one believed I could do this. I didn't learn how to speak till I was 5 years old. But I believe I came here for something more. You have to believe that. You have to look in the mirror every day when you send out those resumes, when you go on Monster.com and no one calls you back. You have to say, I'm here for something more. You will never turn me back. You have to believe that. Now, let me leave you with this. Here's what will enable you to take all the hits that you can take. If you're going after whatever it is you're going after, and that's for money, the first hit you get, you'll buckle and you'll fall. you're going to need something more than money to drive you. You're going to need a passion. You're going to need something to fuel that fire that will make it impossible for you to turn back. I want everybody to do me a favor right now. Just point to yourself. And if you notice, you point it to your heart. Because that's who you are. And that passion is in your heart. So if you could find that passion, you can develop that passion, it will lead you to your greatness. So that's all I wanted to leave you with. Remember to take the hits and follow your passion. And the other thing that you want to notice is when you pointed, you didn't point to the person next to you. You pointed to yourself. Because the passion that's in your heart might not be in the other person's heart. And they will never be able to see your dream because it's your dream. It was placed in your heart for a reason. You were placed here, you don't fit in because you were placed here to stand out. So don't try to fit in. Let the mediocre and the mundane fit in. You did not come here to be mediocre. You did not come here to be mundane. Your parents did not work this hard to get you through school to be mundane. So you pointed to yourself, and the reason you did is because this is your life. Your purpose on this earth is not to please me, nor is it to fulfill your parents' unrealized dreams. You were not placed here to make concessions so that they could be proud, so they could brag about their seed, fulfill some unfulfilled childhood emotional needs. No disrespect, but let everyone be proud of their very own deeds. This is your life. I came to shine light into the dark, and like a dog against a hydrant, I am leaving my mark. We were not sent here to investigate someone else's idea of what we should be. The complacent life does not stimulate me. So forgive me if I feel no compassion for those poor souls who live to follow the fashion. Because if you want to live a life that doesn't need a limit nor ration, then by God you must pursue your passion. They will tell you that it can't be done, as though you were delivered to this world for your song to go unsung. Let the world scream that unattainable theme, but for you, there is no such thing as impossible dream. Ain't no mystery. Check the history. Look at the life of Oprah Winfrey, Muhammad Ali, Mahatma Gandhi. Do you remember what they told Walt Disney? They said, young man, you must be blind. You must have lost your rodent-loving mind, because no one would ever pay to be entertained by a mouse or anything of that kind. Now Disney's worth more than everyone in this room combined. Pursue your passion. Steven Spielberg was kicked out of the University of Southern California Film School because his grades weren't good enough. Pursue your passion. Russell Simmons refused to sign Madonna because he thought she had no talent. Pursue your passion. Bill Cosby used to shine shoes in front of Temple University. Pursue your passion. Michael Jordan was benched on his basketball team in high school. Pursue your passion. Larry Bird had problems making his team in high school and was benched his entire freshman year of college. Now here's proof that greatness is born out of zero doubt. In 1972, Decca Records dismissed 4 young musicians, told them that groups with guitars were on their way out. They left without a contract but refused to walk in pins and needles. Months later, they released their first album and called themselves the Beatles. Pursue your passion. Colonel Sanders was 65 when he fried his first piece of chicken. Made millions after he told you it was finger licking. Pursue your passion. Lauryn Hill was booed at the Apollo. Luther Vandross was booed off the Apollo. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. You gotta keep coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Forget the limitations set by your fellow man. Because when you pursue your passion, provisions will be provided for your plans. Let others lead small lives, but not you. Let others sit around and settle for the crumbs, but not you. Let others use their race, their gender, their sexual orientation as a crutch, but not you. Let others be concerned about what the neighbors might think, say, or do, but NHU, this is not for you. Leave that to the politicians. politicians, a governor, start caring about someone else's opinion and you become their prisoner. This is about a lifestyle that uniquely fits. Life is God's gift to you. Style is what you make out of it. So whatever you're passionate about, the perfection of that craft can be learned. So with the obstacles of this world, be not concerned. Because when you set yourself on fire, the world will come watch you burn. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do now that you know that impossible is a word found in the dictionary of fools? What are you going to do with the rest of your life? What 2 things you want said about you when you die? Personally, I never listen to what the pessimists are telling me because I know that the richest place on the planet is a cemetery. There you'll find books that were never written, loved ones that were never forgiven, ideas that were smitten, and dreams that were forbidden, soil that was never tilled, cathedrals that were never built, restaurants that were never opened, chefs who never knew that they were smoking, paintings that were neither drawn nor hung, songs neither composed nor sung, souls that left without doing what they really wanted to do. So don't you dare die with your greatness buried within you. The seed that fertilized your egg survived the odds of 400 million to 1. Get it? Your seed won. As long as you live, you'll never face the dramatic odds. Now tell me that ain't proof you're favored by God. You're greater than any obstacle ever served to make you hysterical. So don't you dare leave without your miracle. It's all an illusion. Don't you feed into their lies, their forecast of economic woes and financial demise. My God is an infinite supply, so no need to lie when I testify that regardless of the economy, you cannot be denied. It matters not if they raise the terrorist threat level to hot pink or damn their future. You were born to control your future. Don't let him fool you. You were born to win, destined to be great. Magnificence was chiseled on your heart. When God made you, he was just showing off. Discover your divine assignment and you laugh in the face of defeat. Discover your passion and you laugh in the face of defeat. Indifferent to the pressures felt and you do not buckle like a belt. So declare today that you refuse to lose, because you can either live your dreams or you can live your excuse. So even when I'm old and gray, I will still be commanding the stage. My words will still be smoking off the page. So understand, this ain't no phase. Because every day I learn a new lesson and my best poem is yet to be written. I'm not leaving to what I came to give has been given. I'll be 99 on the mic, still be ripping, still be spitting, still be giving, still be driven. So let my tombstone read, here lies Kirk, and he died living. Pursue your passion. Graduates, let me tell you this. Arise and realize that you're eternally blessed. Now go forth and be thou limitless. Thank you.
Right now. Wow, deep breath, reminding myself. Truly. I now have the honor of presenting to you this year's recipient of the President's Award. This award is given to a graduate who is seen as a student leader, on campus and off, and who has demonstrated exemplary academic achievement. This year's winner is a standout member of the NHU community. He has shined not only in the classroom, but also as an admissions assistant, tutor, and peer mentor. His achievements opened doors to 2 prestigious internships at NASA. Today, he graduates with honors, prepared to apply his bachelor's degree in business administration and NHU experiences to what I'm confident is going to be a very bright future. It is my pleasure to introduce you to this year's winner of the 2014 President's Award, Jose Martinez.
I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that speech. That was excellent. Can we have another round of applause? Well, good morning, class of 2014. Board members, parents, and guests. It is an honor to be able to stand here before you all today. There are so many people that I would like to thank. First and foremost, I want to thank my family. You provided me with support, and you were patient. I know you've been waiting a long time for this, and I finally did it, and I did it for you. I love you guys. Also, thank you to my wonderful girlfriend, Gabby, who helped me study for hours on end for all of Professor Clemens' tests. 6 times a semester. I love you, babe. Speaking of Professor Clemens, I want to thank her as well as Dr. Bausa and Dr. Reynoso. As mentors, you have helped me grow. Not literally, of course. Actually, I think I've shrunk a few inches because of all your stressful projects. However, these stressful projects help me grow intellectually and professionally. I would not be here without your support and your dedication, and I am extremely grateful for that. Thank you. I also want to thank everyone else who has joined me on this journey. The administration, the TRIO program, and even the facility staff like Martin and Don Jesus. My experience at NHU would not have been the same without each and every one of you. So thank you. Coming to the National Hispanic University was not premeditated by any means. To be honest, I didn't even have a plan for my higher education to begin with. All I remember is being called out of my high school English class one day and being told to report to the office. I assumed I was in trouble. As I walked down the dark hallway, all I could think was, what did I do this time? So I stepped into the office, ready to receive whatever punishment was about to be thrown at me. But to my surprise, I was greeted by a young woman who I had never seen before. And she identified herself as a recruiter for NHU. I don't remember all the details, but she must have explained to me what NHU was. And somewhere along the way, I agreed to attend this mystery university. And so I signed the application. Little did I know that my signature on that dotted line would trigger the adventure which has culminated up to this moment today, where I can stand before you all and say that I am proud to be a graduate of the business program at the National Hispanic University. If you can't already tell from my little high school story, I wasn't really a spectacular student. I graduated with a GPA of 2.1, which translates into a measly C average. Back in those days, my parents never had one of those "my kid is an honor student" bumper sticker. So this is a heads up to the NHU's marketing department. I want one of those damn stickers. All joking aside, NHU has transformed me, as I'm sure it has transformed every graduate sitting here today. It swallowed me as a young, naive student. It has spit me out as a developed and skilled learner. Graduates, you should all be proud of this momentous achievement today. If I could leave you with anything, it would be this. Don't turn life into a stagnant routine. As Helen Keller once wrote, life is either a daring adventure or it is nothing at all. So go out there and live your adventures as graduates of the class of 2014. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jose, to you and your family. Now I'm pleased to present to you this year's Si Se Puede award recipient. This award was created in honor of our founder, Dr. Roberto Cruz, who believed all dreams are possible through perseverance and hard work. Sandra Chavez began her journey in the United States at the age of 5 in pursuit of a dream. And she has refused to let life's obstacles steer her off course. Despite a challenging home life and financial hardship, she became the first in her family to not only graduate from high school, as valedictorian by the way, but also to attend college. Today, Sandra continues to blaze a new path as she graduates with a Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, ready to achieve her new dream of professional success. With her unstoppable attitude and determination that never wavers off course, Sandra demonstrates a true spirit of the Si Se Puede Award. It is my honor to present to you Sandra Chavez.
Thank you all. Thank you, President Dr. Grad, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty and staff, proud parents and families, and of course the class of 2014. It is an honor to stand before you as the recipient of the President Si Se Puede Award. Cesar Chavez spoke about the vivid memories of his childhood, and I too can travel back to the vivid memories of my childhood and recall what we went through because of low wages and being of colored skin. I come from a Mexican family who left their hometown more than 20 years ago. Excuse me. Who lived on $2 an hour pay, who worked 2 jobs to feed 5 children. His parents' education did not go past 3rd grade. Who worked 2 jobs, who did not know how to read and write, who did not know the foreign language. Yet, my parents perfectly understood Cesar Chavez's message that language is an exact reflection of the character and growth of its speakers. My parents understood and valued the importance of education, and that is why I'm here today. My parents have created me with a foundation of hard work and dedication that will pay off if you believe and are persistent. I still remember the day like it was yesterday. We were ready to pursue the American dream. It was dark, just about the time where the stars no longer shine and the sun begins to peak. The water, a silent and dark stream that brings an unsettling sensation that runs through your feet, travels through your body, and that makes your heart stop for a moment. This was just the beginning of an uphill battle in a foreign land. Crossing the river was the border that separated us from a better future. We cannot lose sight of new opportunities, and we have to learn that with every error, there's an opportunity to start all over again with more experience. My parents have taught me that the color of my skin does not determine my future. Rather, in the dark pigments of my skin, there's history, testaments of sacrifice, genius victory, courage, and bravery that will forever remain as scars of our lives, interpreted as lessons learned and new beginnings. I have learned que sí se puede. Thank you. Today, we celebrate a new beginning. Where do we go to from here? The answer to this question will vary just like the students of the class of 2014. 4, 5, or however many years it took, we're finally leaving college. Like many of you sitting in those chairs, I also ask myself, what is the next step? Even if you do not know where you're going, you definitely know where you are beginning. I can agree that the National Hispanic University was the perfect place to foster our minds during this crucial learning stage of our life. Therefore, today we gather not only to celebrate, but to also say thank you to our family, friends, and community. Thank you all who have made this possible. To the NHU faculty and staff, to our teachers who instilled in us a passion for learning, to our advisors who helped us seek the correct path, to our friends who were there for study sessions, last-minute projects, and who remembered those all-nighters. I personally want to thank LCPA, who gave me the opportunity to grow as a professional and where I met lifelong mentors. También quiero darle gracias a Dios, porque sin Él, nada de esto es posible. A mi padre José, quien siempre luchó por sacarnos adelante. A mi madre Teresa, que creo que está en esta esquina, que nos enseñó la importancia de la educación. A mis hermanos José, Juan, Alex y mi hermana Bianca, Alicia, por enseñarme a sonreírle a la vida. A mis familiares y amigos presentes que fueron mi más grande apoyo. Y por supuesto a mi pareja Benito, que es el perfecto ejemplo de la perseverancia y de que no, si te propones algo no existe lo imposible. Sin su apoyo nada de esto sería posible. Gracias. I want to say some last words that every person is challenged with obstacles in life, and every person decides whether the obstacles defeat them or the person defeats the obstacles. Class of 2014, you have demonstrated that the obstacles have been defeated. We have chosen education as our armor, knowledge as our power. It is our duty to learn and to create opportunities, to introduce our history with our destiny. Thank you, class of 2014, family, friends, and NHU familia. Sí se pudo, sí se puede, y sí se seguirá pudiendo. Muchas gracias.
Congratulations, Sandra. Thank you for being such a remarkable part of our academic familia. And finally, I'd like to acknowledge our La Familia Award recipients who were honored at yesterday's graduation breakfast. The La Familia Award is presented to the family of one of our graduates and recognizes their support and encouragement. This year, Charlisa Bird, a Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies graduate, Charlisa nominated her husband, children, friends, and coworkers. And here's a husband very proud. She nominated them because they gave her the strength and determination to go after her dream of higher education, despite the many obstacles that stood in her way. Please join me in congratulating Charlisa Bird and her family, and for thanking them for going above and beyond to see Charlisa walk today. In addition to celebrating the accomplishments of our graduates here today, I'm pleased to welcome and congratulate the graduates of NHU's Child Care Center in Richmond, California, El Nuevo Mundo. To help me with this, I'd like to invite Dr. David Lopez to join me at the podium.
Buenos dias. Now the fun part. Let's see what happens here with these youngsters on the stage. Please welcome Melissa Chavez, Ryan Reyes, and Daniela Alas. We've always started them early at the National Hispanic University. Nuevo Mundo has been with the university for many, many years. And these students usually say something, but ¿van a hablar o no van a hablar? ¿O vas a hablar así, ¿verdad? ¿Ah? Smile, una sonrisota. So they're here, we're starting them early. The whole idea is to start them in preschool all the way to graduate school, right? Let's give them a round of applause. Very nice books from them. Our future. Let's see if they can carry those books out. That should be their biggest challenge. Gracias, Nuevo Mundo. They are going to say something. Muy bien, a ver.
From Nuevo Mundo Children's Center. I'd like to thank our director, Blanca Silvana Mosca, and some of my teachers who have taught me and helped me. When I grow up, I would like to be a teacher. I want to say goodbye and my love to all my little friends, porque sí se puede. Buenos días, damas y caballeros. Mi nombre es Ryan Reyes. Estudio en la Escuela del Nuevo Mundo y les quiero agradecer a nuestra directora Blanca Silvana Mosca y a cada una de mis maestras me han enseñado y ayudado. Y cuando yo sea grande, quiero ser un doctor, un bombero y un astronauta. Y a mis amiguitos les quiero decir hasta pronto y buena suerte. Porque sí se puede. Mi nombre es Melissa Chávez Culgasi. Estudio en la Escuela del Nuevo Mundo. Quiero agradecer a nuestra directora Blanca Silvana Mosca. Cuando yo crezca quiero ser una maestra y a todos mis amiguitos les quiero decir hasta pronto y buena suerte. Porque sí se puede.
Gracias, Melissa, Ryan, and Daniela. And Mr. Nugent, you just had some competition.
Does everybody have their tissues out? Wipe it away? Yeah, we got them, right? The National Hispanic University is dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in all facets of teaching and service. As such, the university seeks to recognize distinguished citizens by awarding honorary degrees. The honorary undergraduate degree is only awarded in rare and exceptional circumstances. The purpose of this honor is to recognize the extraordinary achievements of individuals dedicated to the advancement of a university's vision and mission. As such, the NHU leadership, board of directors, faculty, and staff are pleased to award an honorary Bachelor of Arts degree to Don Jesus Prieto. Don Jesus Prieto is considered as much a part of NHU as Dr. Cruz's vision that created it. Over his 40-plus years of service to this university, Don Jesus has exemplified the familia mentality and is considered by many an icon in his own right. His longtime service, countless contributions, and unconditional commitment to creating better educational opportunities for Hispanics dates back to 1971. It was then that he joined Dr. Cruz in a program at UC Berkeley entitled Bay Area Bilingual Education League, or BABEL. BABEL was a precursor to NHU, where Dr. Cruz and others began their seminal and important work in training bilingual teachers for Bay Area schools. Don Jesus, at the prodding and help of Dr. Cruz during the early years, enrolled and fulfilled all requirements to earn a GED while also receiving his full U.S. citizenship status. Dr. Cruz knew that by receiving an education and becoming a legal citizen, opportunities for Don Jesus and his family would be greater and their lives would be changed forever. Don Jesus, through improving his life and phenomenal work ethic, over the years has served as a role model for his family and others in pursuit of their education and careers. In 1981, Dr. Cruz, with the help of many early supporters, founded and established the National Hispanic University in Oakland, California, in a small building with 3 rooms total. In the early days, everybody had to do a variety of jobs. One of Don Jesus's first jobs was titled Bilingual Media and Audiovisual Technician. Also during this time and after, Don Jesus served as NHU's first custodian, cleaning up and opening and closing the facility doors every day. He helped staff by making copies, mailing documents, and running errands all over the Bay Area. He also served as NHU's first security patrol officer. When NHU moved to San Jose in 1991, Don Jesus had to drive from the East Bay every day, about a 100-mile round trip, and those of us that live in the Bay Area know that the traffic adds even more to that. And he carried out similar tasks and jobs described earlier in order to fulfill his obligación, or obligation, to his community and to Dr. Cruz. Don Jesus was a confidant, a friend, and one of Dr. Cruz's strongest supporters until Dr. Cruz's death. Don Jesus, since then, continues today even to take on any task or job in order to help support, promote, and grow the university. Because of his kind, generous, positive, encouraging, gregarious, and loving demeanor, he is respected and admired by many. He exemplifies what Dr. Cruz called ganas, best translated as a strong desire. There is no task or job that Don Jesus wouldn't take on in order to help support our students here at NHU. Now, I'm sure many of us know, but not everyone may know, that Don Jesus is also extremely talented and was given a God-gift ability for singing Mexican folkloric songs. At most NHU events and at graduation ceremonies, Don Jesus will be performed to ask to sing appropriate ballads for the occasion. For example, At graduation every year, he sings El Hijo del Pueblo in honor of Dr. Cruz. This ballad, which we will have the pleasure of hearing today at the end of the ceremony, is a dedication to Dr. Cruz, who Don Jesus considered the son and caretaker of the people. It is for all these reasons and many more not possible to be captured today that Don Jesus Prieto has earned the respect, admiration, and love of so many that have come through the doors of NHU. Therefore, the NHU Familia is honored to present Don Jesus Prieto, also known as El Hijo del Pueblo, an honorary Bachelor of Arts degree, for his commitment, dedication, and unyielding support of the National Hispanic University.
Buenos días tengan todos ustedes. Estoy muy agradecido con todo esto que me dan, porque es todo lo que ella escribió y dijo allí es la pura verdad. Y yo empecé con el doctor Cruz en el año 71 y hasta ahorita yo más quiero decirles que el doctor Cruz trabajó como un burro, dispensen la palabra, pero él trabajó bastante para tener esto para ustedes, para mi gente, y siempre lo obtuvo más. No lo alcanzó a ver, pero yo creo que desde allá arriba nos está viendo. Entonces quiero cantarle esta canción que era su predilecta, y esta canción va con lo que él era su vida, y de parte de la señora Cruz, Guadalupe Cruz. Querida Lupita, ahí le va la canción de Bab, como yo le decía, del doctor Cruz. Y esta canción dice así: es mi orgullo haber nacido en el barrio más humilde, alejado del bullicio de la falsa sociedad. Yo no tuve la desgracia de no ser hijo del pueblo. Yo me cuento entre la gente que no tiene falsedad. Mi destino es muy parejo, yo no quiero como venga, soportando una tristeza o detrás de una ilusión. Hoy camino de la vida muy feliz con mi pobreza, aunque no tengo dinero, tengo mucho corazón. Descendiente de Cuauhtémoc, mexicano por fortuna, desdichado en los amores, soy borracho y trovador. Pero cuántos millonarios quisieran vivir mi vida, a cantarle a la pobreza sin sentir ningún dolor. Es por eso, es mi orgullo ser del barrio más humilde, alejado del bullicio de la falsa sociedad. Yo compongo mis canciones pa' que el pueblo me las cante. Y el día que el pueblo me falle, ese día voy a llorar.
Gracias, don Jesús. After, we actually will have more of don Jesús.
Ahorita que venga el mariachi, es que hoy es cumpleaños de mi esposa y queremos felicitarla.
Ok, tenemos que cantar feliz
Hoy
cumpleaños.
es su cumpleaños y por eso le quería cantar. Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las canto.
You know, the best part of these robes is you can hide your tissues in them, which I'm sure you understand. Thank you, Dr. Otto. It's an honor to be here today to present the candidates for graduation. Before I begin, you may notice that our graduates are wearing what we call the gold stole of gratitude. They wear this stole as a symbol of their deep appreciation for every person who made a difference in their lives. Their success is the success of every person. Mom, dad, brother, sister, fellow student, faculty members, and friends who have supported them in their educational journeys. And on their behalf, I thank you. Now, will the candidates for degrees, credentials, and certificates please stand? On behalf of the board and faculty of the National Hispanic University, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the candidates of 2014 from the Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, Bachelor of Arts in Child Development, Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Bachelor of Arts in Teacher Preparation with Teacher Credential, Associate of Arts in Business Administration, Associate of Arts in Child Development, Associates of Arts in Liberal Studies, Associates of Science in Math and Science, the Teacher Education Credential, the Translation and Interpretation Certificate, and last but not least, the Master of Arts in Education. Please join me in welcoming these graduates into the company of educated men and women. Graduates, you may be seated. Okay, I would now like to ask the Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration candidates to join me on stage for conferral of your degrees. Program Chair Gim,
Would you please join us?
José Martínez. Sandra Chávez. Ana Cintia Cuevas. Alexandra Miriam Salazar. Elisa Arieta. Adriana Lepe. Tucker Harrison. Gabrielle Flores Munoz. Selena Espinosa. Addie Garcia. Candelaria López Olvera. Bernard Joy. Oscar Sandoval Maca. Guillermo Pérez.
I'd now like to ask the Bachelor of Arts in Childhood Development candidates to join me on stage for conferral of your degrees. Professor Shukla.
Janela Ilam. Erika Bonilla. Diana Esler, summa cum laude. Diana Alcazar López. Herminia Torp, summa cum laude. Stephanie Henson. Marta Verónica Valencia. Jessica Ortiz, summa cum laude. Gabriela Soria, cum laude. Susana Carlos, summa cum laude. Renee Garcia. Soraya Vela. Alina de León, cum laude. Regina Wilson.
I'd now like to ask the Bachelors of Arts in Liberal Studies candidates to join me on stage for conferral of your degrees.
Elizabeth Sierra Torres. Rosana Castro Rodríguez, magna cum laude. Jorge Ores. Hortensia Torres, magna cum laude. María Villa, cum laude. Elizabeth Chávez. Alberto Reyes. Tania Cordero. Jeanette Angulo. Summa cum laude. Julie Rodríguez. Esmeralda Santana. Melissa Bird, cum laude. Felicia Carter. Adriana Jaques, summa cum laude. Betty Sutaita Duran. Edgardo Solorzano. César Mireles, magna cum laude. Ignacio Mireles. Lionel Guzmán Jr. Osvaldo Ruelas Gómez.
I'd now like to ask the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology candidates to join me on stage for conferral of your degree. Program Director Dr. Burkholder, will you please join us?
Wasiwat Carmen Trinidad.
I'd now like to ask the Bachelor of Arts in Teacher Preparation with Teacher Credential candidates to join me on stage for conferral of your degree. Program Chair Hoffman, will you please join us?
Rebecca Salinas, magna cum laude.
I'd now like to ask the Associates of Arts in Business Administration candidates to join me on stage for conferral of your degree. Program Chair Kim, will you please join us?
Sofía Carmela Hernández. Melissa Monroy. Joella Villarreal. Jessamine Gutierrez.
I'd now like to ask the Associate of Arts in Child Development candidates to join me on stage for conferral of your degrees. Professor Chopla.
Denise Gomez. Diana Regalado. Dolores Castillo.
I'd now like to ask the Associates of Arts and Liberal Studies candidates to join me on stage for conferral of your degree.
Mayette Medina.
I would now like to ask the Associate of Science and Math and Science candidates to join me on stage for conferral of your degrees.
Citlali Rodriguez. Nancy Casares. Gustavo Ernesto Correa. Cynthia Maldonado. Victoria Medrano. Octaviano Tavi Ortiz.
I'd now like to ask the Teacher Education Credential candidates to join me on stage for conferral of your degrees. Program Chair Hoffman, will you please join us?
Crystal Lisette Glover. Amela Burton Hernandez. Joseph E. Martinez II. Bernadette Matt. Oscar Ochoa. Queen Natasha Dion Blade. Tiffany de la Torre. Suquan Sidhu. Barbara Powell III. Anne-Marie Papp. Benjamin Arnold. Cristela Ramirez. Lily Salinas. Brett Aaron Deering. Lisa Morrow. Nicole Gregory. Leanna Pellegrino. Alan Ray Hogan. Gerardo Ramón Zulaga.
I'd now like to ask the translation and interpretation certificate candidates to join me on stage for conferral of your degrees.
Rosa Ayala. Rosa Garcia. Jasmine Carranza. Nancy Gonzalez. Verónica Escobar. Sofía Graciosi Hammond. Erika Retana Ortiz. Marilyn Sanchez. Nestor Morales. Omar Castellón. Adriana Zavala. Francisco Becerra.
academic regalia that denotes scholarly achievement. The origins of the hood date back to the 12th and 13th centuries, when universities were first being established. At that time, scholars wore long gowns and a head covering attached to the gown. This type of attire was probably needed to stay warm in unheated buildings and to brave bad weather. But in time, the hood became a separate piece of apparel, bearing more symbolism than the gown itself. The hood's facing is colored velvet trimming, denoting the wearer's academic discipline. The width of the velvet trimming designates the level of the degree. The lining of the hood identifies the university that is granting the degree. So, as you can see, the hoods evolved into representing the symbol of a student's successful completion of their graduate program. So now, let's begin the hooding ceremony. Will the master's degree candidates please rise and join me on stage for conferral of your degree?
Laura Alvarez. Anna Mikhailova. Sergio Alberto Herrera. Michael Aviles. Marboni Ashtorov. Senida Burns. Carmen Ortiz. Leticia Navarro. Marta Barragán. Beatrice Lee. Jesús Javier Peraz. Stephen L. Davis. Martín Chávez. Mayra Dueñas. Jessica Garcia. Jennifer Leolani Fajardo. Aspen Brooks. Diomei Giama. Diolis. Samari Ledesma. Claudia Ramírez Alfaro. And Riley Coke. Danielle Haight Zaragoza. Ana Torres. Esther Castro Rodríguez. Raymond Gonzalez. Luis, el mero mero Macías.
Graduates, please rise. President Otto, I present to you the graduating class of 2014.
Now let's make this official. By virtue of the authority granted by the Charter of the National Hispanic University from the state of California and the powers vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you, the graduates of the class of 2014, the degrees, certificates, and credentials recommended by your chairs and faculty, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. You may now grasp your tassels and move them to the left side. Congratulations!
We went over something earlier, and I want to see if it goes again. Okay. Now, I'd like to welcome back to the stage today's honorary graduate. And I know you already did Leisure with the Pueblo, so you're going to have to do another song, but I know it's going to be good. One more song, and no song has this.
Bueno, voy a cantar la canción para darles su despedida a todos ustedes y felicitarlos y que Dios me los bendiga a todos y que sigan adelante con la misión que nos dejó el doctor Cruz. Esta canción que dice: si yo volara igual que una paloma, yo volaría en busca de su amor. Le pediría yo a las nubes que me ayudaran un poco y me llevaran por donde andabas tú. Vuela, paloma blanca, vuela, dile a mi amor que volveré, dile que ya no estará tan sola, que
I declare the 2014 commencement exercises of the National Hispanic University now closed.